Welcome to Gaming Fin, your channel for everything related to the gaming industry and the financial markets. And sorry guys, I'm not really uploading a lot, also my other channel at the moment. But hey, today we have to talk about Embracer. I know this is one of your favorite topics here on my channel. So Embracer Group, the Swedish gaming holding conglomerate company. And hey guys, so look at this. This is the chart for today. 6.86% down. And now you're asking yourself, Mr. Orange, what was happening that Embracer is falling again 7%? Because hey, on the year to date chart, we are more or less there where we have been in August, or even we're going back to June and to late May. So it's a catastrophe. It's a terrible chart. It looks very ugly. And hey, we have a P ratio 4.10, but that's bullshit. Sorry for those words, but I don't think that's really a PE ratio that is correct in this case. So all right, so what's the reason? This is the reason, my friends. This is the reason. The reason is payday. And if you watched my video yesterday, you know Starbreeze Studios is actually the developer, and it's also a catastrophe for them. And publisher is Deep Silver, and Deep Silver is part here of the Embracer Group. If you look here, for example, we scroll up here on the last interim first quarter fiscal year for this fiscal year report, they say like Payday 3 and Space Marine 2, a strong slate of other notable releases. So guys, Space Marine 2 has to become a massive success. So that's in cooperation with Focus Entertainment. So Payday is obviously, they are publishing it with Deep Silver, which is part of PlayOn, so former Koch Media, and Starbreeze is the developer. So all very complex. So, and you see 33% only positive, but on the other hand, we have 35,000 people online. So it means those people that are online and playing it seem to play it. So that's very important. So therefore, I'm also, when it comes to Starbreeze, I'm a bit less pessimistic, because I say if they fix those issues that people cannot play at the moment, have a bad matchmaking. If they fix those issues, there's still some room for this game to become a mixed review or even a good review in time, but they have to put a lot of efforts in it. So this launch is a catastrophe. This is plainly a catastrophe. So seeing this, if you're a developer and you see this, guys, this is a catastrophe. That's really not good. So you cannot say this is in any way positive or good. So let's be honest, that's really bad. So if this happens to your game, so it's still good. You can make money. The company can still make money, but it's a catastrophe. So that's how the chart looks. And the chart looks so ugly. Guys, that chart looks so ugly. It's even when you look at the max chart, it's only 415,000 percent, 415% up to 1,000. So overall it was 2,500, 600% up. Very, very bad chart. So also then we have news like this, for example, where the exclusive Swedes Embracer waits options for Borderlands make a Gearbox Entertainment. So if they should sell it again for 1.2 billion, I think, 1.2 billion, because they have the restructure plan to reduce the debt to less than 903 million US dollar. Sorry, I'm a bit confused. And they poured it at 1.4 billion valued at the time. So, but guys, also now, for example, we go also on the game industry page. I'm not going to click on the articles. You know where to find this page. Read this. So 4 days ago, headline: Crystal Dynamics is latest Embracer studio to suffer layoffs. Switch version of Evil Dead, the game cancelled. Development of new content for the title coming to an end, says Saber Interactive. Beamdog, also part of Embracer, lays off 26 employees. Developer was acquired by Embracer subsidiary Aspire Media in 2022. Volition Games closes. The Saints Row maker shuts down after 30 years of game development. And then Embracer shuts down Campfire Cabal. The decision was part of the game publisher restructuring program and purely financial. And then Embracer raises 182 million US dollar via share issue. So issued 80,000 new shares, so diluting shareholders. I talked about this. So 3 months ago, leadership changes at Embracer as group restructures. Guys, I mean, can it get worse? Can it get worse? Of course, they can go bankrupt. That's what can happen. It can get worse. They can go bankrupt on the one hand. They can even fall. They can even fall to 10 Swedish crowns. So I'm not excluding anything at this point. So I wish it would be different. Everyone that bought like a 20 Swedish crowns thought like, yeah, it's going to get better. But sometimes we just have to admit that bigger investors, institutional investors, they analyze those companies a little bit different, and they might see, or they might have seen, so they might have seen after the May some more negativity for Embracer, and maybe this was just retail investors buying up or some traders, but maybe the institutional investors are just not there yet. So in order to find a bottom, to find some ground here, Embracer definitely needs to have institutional investors. Otherwise, we're staying here where we are. So that's really, really bad, guys. So situation at Embracer is, in my opinion, not good, even if the latest report wants to give us the impression everything got a little bit better. So that's the latest report. Year-on-year growth 47%, group organic growth 20%, it says, and group pro forma growth, no idea what this means. Adjusted EBIT, year-on-year growth 27%, adjusted EPS after full dilution 1.23 Swedish crowns, we say here. So, and this was Dead Island 2 and Remnant were actually very successful, and then we were looking for Payday 3. Payday 3 already a big problem. And then we have the companies TH Nordic, PlayOn, Koch Media, Coffee Stain, Amplifier, Saber, Gearbox, Crystal Dynamics. So let's assume they kick out Gearbox Entertainment and Crystal Dynamics. Actually, two parts or two studios, two sub companies that create incredible good games. That they're left with Saber, PlayOn, THQ Nordic. They are not known actually for having always the best quality games. So the Tomb Raider games have great quality. The Borderlands games are great quality. Then we have also, of course, the mobile games, the entertainment services, tabletop games. But hey, guys, I'm negative now. I'm really negative now. I have to say this. So normally people say, yeah, when you're negative, then you have to buy the stock. So sure, I also bought some. I think I also bought a little bit more around about here. But hey, we are back at the under 25 Swedish crown. So we were not going up. We were not going back up. And at this point, I am waiting. So I have enough, and I'm over 50% in the minus. So obviously this happens fast when you're round about at 50 Swedish crown, and then you're dropping like to half of this. So I'm in the minus, and I want to see some progress. The same like for example now in Ubisoft, they are doing much better recently, but I want to see this progress. So for now, I'm not doing anything. I'm not selling, but I'm also very reluctant to buy some more, because at this point I don't know where it goes. It can go even further, and if they are starting to sell their crown jewels, as I already said in one of my latest videos, then so hey, where is this going to end? So obviously we have a big crash, a big AA games, indie games, mid-tier gaming industry crash, in my opinion, at the moment. So due to inflation, lack of finance, so high interest rates, and simple inflation, that people don't have the money to buy all of these games. So this is, and maybe also sort of saturation in gaming market. So this is all true. And this has an impact also on them, those gaming companies. But on the other hand, to look a bit more positive, I'm a long-term investor. It's okay. I'm in the minus now, but if I'm back on track in 2-3 years, hey, I'm fine. So that's how investing goes. It's not a game for the short term. It's always a game for the long term, guys. So no financial advice. This is just the opinion of a YouTuber, and this for information, entertainment purposes only. So I if I would be you, probably you would have been bought then here in April 21, and then you would sell now 81% down. So you see, investing is high risk, triple high risk. So better said. So take good care, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.